So about a week ago, I started my indoor greenhouse because of these uncertain times, not sure that I'm going to be able to find plants to plant my garden. And also it's something that I used to do a long time ago. I am putting together, now I'm checking in to see where some of my plants are and looking at what my next steps are for some of these. So I'm going to flip us around and show you what I've got so far. So I put together 3 trays and a couple of individual containers. I still have 1 tray to review, but here is my most successful tray. You can see that I've already pulled out my cucumber. They were in this corner. I'm pulling them out into their own container now so that I can start weathering them. Weathering meaning I'm touching them like this. I'm going to set up a station with the fan to give them some simulation of being outside to harden them up. You can see my turnips and a number of my other things are quite spindly, and even my cabbages are quite spindly, or these are my cauliflower, sorry. So one thing that I'm going to do in addition to finding a way to get the fan set up is if I do this where I'm kind of like brushing these little plants, it does simulate that as well to try to harden them. They're also spindly because they're reaching for sunlight. And if we look at my greenhouse, you can see that in some cases the lights are quite far away. So I'm trying to figure that out as well. Here's my 3rd tray. You can see all the things are turned around because I flipped it around because they were searching. I'm getting some plants, but they are also searching. So I am going to try to rotate them because that highest shelf is also much closer to the light, and continue to do this to try to harden them. And then as it gets nicer, I will put these outside for periods of time. This is my least successful tray, which is my tomatoes and peppers. Now they could take a little bit longer. The peppers say 7 to 21 days. So for the time being, I'm leaving them be. Hopefully there are some seeds germinating there. I've just replanted the tomatoes. I have 1 best boy coming in. So I'm hoping that my replant, and I'm gonna put this tray now on my highest shelf, which is closest, and hopefully that will help. None of these big potted plants have come in. So I'm checking each of them to see what the germination period are. These for now, they have longer germination periods, so I'm gonna leave them. I have a couple other ones I'm gonna check. My cilantro, I'm gonna end up replanting because that should have been 3 to 5 days. So that's where I am so far. I'm super excited about the cucumbers. I got a decent looking squash and zucchini, and I'm hoping some of these other ones harden up pretty nicely quickly. So here's my 3rd tray, and you can see that I'm having some success here. This back row here was a seed tape, and I am excited. I'm seeing some things coming up there. Having a little bit of success with my kale and Swiss chard. The spinach, I think I'll probably add some more. And you can see he's getting kind of spindly. So we'll deal with that as well. Again, a lot of these are spindly because they're searching for lights, and that's something I'm trying to figure out. But I do see some success. My romaine, not so successful, so I'm going to see what the germination time on that is. But given the rest of these are all type of leafy products, I would assume that I would be seeing something there as well. So I probably will replant that one as well. But in better news, I have on my windowsill here started some romaine from the butts of them. They're just sitting in water. Every couple of days I change the water. It's time to change it again. And you can see that I'm getting some nice growth. This is less than a week. This is probably like 4 days. I have 1 left in my fridge. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to add it in. So it's not going to be a ton of romaine, but I might get a nice side salad for breakfast out of the 3 of them combined.